bilateral military cooperation in the Persian Gulf after the Iraqi war were discussed in Washington between the American and Egyptian officials. America will provide new F-16s and military helicopters to Egypt. The Paris Agreement between the regulation of the Cambodian conflict will be complicated. At the meeting with the Cambodian leaders, the former Prime Minister of India was arrested. Demonstrators. This man tried to form a campaign for Indian fundamentalists. In Poland, unexpected decision by Lech Walesa to assume position of both president and prime minister. The various factions are bickering among themselves, and they have met today with Lech Walesa. The perspective of forming a new government in Berlin, in the former Reichstag building, international conference to prevent illegal migration in Eastern Europe. 28 countries are participating. Soviet delegation by Minister of Interior Berenikov was present, as long as representatives from Belarus and the Ukraine. The prosecutor of Yugoslavia received a message from the prosecutor of the USSR to activate the search for the 2 Soviet journalists and to send to Yugoslavia investigators from the Ministry of Internal Affairs of the USSR. Our Western colleagues are saying that the post-communist era seems bleak. The Yugoslavia has national civil war. Romania has problems. Czechoslovakia also has problems. There are inter-ethnic conflicts in Czechoslovakia between the Slovaks and the Czechs. Slovakia has numerous conflicts, as shown by this home video. Conflicts on a religious basis. There are many Russian Orthodox people, Eastern Orthodox people in Czechoslovakia. And conflicts over which jurisdiction the Orthodox will belong to. The Orthodox population has their own priests, and does not priests are participating. At the same time, the Orthodox people are trying to hinder with the Catholic services. It's a conflict between the Catholics and the Orthodox populations. The situation is worsening, and the sides are adamant about their positions. They have forgotten that although their church is different, God is everybody's God. Ivan Palyukhov, accused of military crimes during World War II in the USSR, is being tried for supervising the shootings, the execution of Soviet people. He has lived in Poland for many years and has moved to Australia afterwards.
Who, armed and in uniform, had helped identify and march the Jews.
First time in the history of scientific research, the space station Galilei has made more than 1,000 photographs of its object. The Galileo station is having problems with its antenna. West, there are scandals, but international sphere of the CPSU, that the Italian party of the Italian Communist Party received enormous sums from the Soviet Communist Party. Right now you're working on a book in which the sensational results of your research will be published. I would like to know about the new information which you received in the last period. I can tell you completely that the specter of communism, which infected the world in the last decades, has cost our nation, the Russian nation, $100 million. $100 million. The most expensive expense was the French Communist Party. In 10 years, we gave them $24 million. Second place was the Communist Party of the USSR, which received $21 million from the Communist Party of the USSR. The Finnish Communist Party, which received $15.6 million. Politologist Ivlakov, political scientist, these documents were kept. The folders and the file cabinets which had this information were emptied. With the information that we do have, these are real documents, secret notebooks. The only documents where this information is scrupulously recorded. This is enough for legal action. The CPSU, the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, was not a party. It was a government structure disguised as a party. The question arises, will we demand the return of this money? Of course, who are we to demand this money? The people of free Russia, supported by Vice President Ritskoy, declares herself the inheritor of the CPSU powers. Another secret page of history has been opened. The history sports. Good evening. 5-1. 2 games in the Soviet hockey championships. The Army team has caught up to Spartak. Moscow Dynamo is ahead of the league, is 30 points ahead. Soccer in Volgograd region have made their way into the highest league. And the Zenit, their opponent, Zenit, might be put into the league below. Zenit is broken psychologically. We congratulate the winners for returning to the highest league. This is the captain of the team, Rotor. We're very happy, we're very proud of our achievements of returning to the top league. Kasparov, the champion, had a draw with Kamsky. Other games were draw. Kasparov has 7.5 points. 7 points has Anand. Karpov has 5.5 points. Edberg played with compatriot Hosted. Edberg is it's a match between two tennis players. Edberg was counting on an easy victory, but it was only in the third set did he manage to get gain a victory. This is a very unusual boxing match. The USA has many boxing matches, but this match is very unusual. After the bell ending the round, the fight continued. So the kick was illegal. Yeah. For 15 minutes, order was being replaced. Arman was declared the winner because Tillman was declared, his kick was declared illegal. Gymnastics, Andrianov, a young boy from Vladimir, started winning many medals. Many thought that it was just his natural talent, but Andrianov was replaced by Korolyov Artyomov. And it was realized that in the city of Vladimir, a very strong school of gymnastics has been established. Tolkachov is a very good gymnastics teacher. His school of men's gymnastics is very, very strong, and Vladimir gymnasts